What's up? It's Clock. You're watching Lukewarm Soda, the podcast.
Back in the basement again, though. Like, back in the basement.
Back in
more.
South.
It's just like South. I can show a lot of love to the South side. Even though I'm from the North. Even though, I mean, technically I'm like South, but like I'll be in the North sometimes. Though,
yeah,
you know
you're like
saying?
South-North combination.
I'm like inner South, but then like with just like another
just
side
an
of North.
all-around
You
Tre
feel
Smith.
me? Yeah, really just trying to be everywhere,
Yeah.
for real. We're trying to be in like grandma houses in Nebraska and like hipster kids in Los Angeles and like just pure smithery.
Absolutely.
At all times,
Pure
man.
smithery.
But wait, man, holy crap, man. Lukewarm Soda, man. Wow.
Lukewarm Soda. We got Thoughts from the Balcony playing by Mac Miller in the background. What a
Man,
fucking legendary song.
Oh, man.
What a vibe that you get from that song.
Dude, that song.
How about Mac Miller in general? Like,
Mac Miller. Oh, my gosh, man. We're talking Mac Miller. Like, before anything, I just want to, like, make this incredibly clear right now. You know, Mac Miller, I think is just, you know, in my personal opinion, one of the greatest, honestly, you know.
pure legend, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was just he was just like
to a real one.
his timing of when like things were happening and like the cool, I guess, like was just so unheard of. You know, I remember one time, this is a crazy story, okay? So I'm like I was like a Facebook head, even though I like had a MySpace, even though, you know what I'm saying, I don't really rock with a MySpace, but it's just it's funny as fuck because who the fuck has a MySpace?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
I
don't
my
even
friend
think I had one when I was younger, dude.
Yeah, I have a friend, a really good friend of mine. His name is Nick Stanton. He's like, to me, one of the like best tastemakers in like music. Like whenever there's like something like forward thinking in music or like a really dope trend, like he's just on it. He sends me this thing. I think he like spammed a bunch of people and he's like, listen to this mixtape. And I was like, what? And it's like Mac Miller and it's like the incredibly dope
Jesus.
shit. Right? So like I like open it. I had at this time I had two computers. One was like my desktop, and then my nephew, he had like a laptop that he like folded. And he was like at school, and like I heard "Don't Mind If I Do" by Mac Miller, and like I like heard the sample that he used, like "Fireflies" by Owl City, and I took that laptop, made it so you can like close it, put it in a book bag, and just kept like riding my bike until the laptop died.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
like,
such a Tre Smith story.
yeah, bro. And people don't even understand that Mac Miller's first video that he ever posted was him doing a show at the Grog Shop.
Just rocked the show in the Grog Shop. I am Mac Miller. It was a great time. I like Cleveland. I thumbs up for Cleveland, you know what I mean? I appreciate everybody. No hatred anywhere.
Really? I didn't know that.
Of course, man.
Wow.
Yeah, so like that Mac Miller dude, he just has like such an impact on just Midwest
Yeah, I
in
know
general.
Mac Miller has hit
know what I'm
you
saying?
hard, bro.
Oh my gosh, man.
To the
like
core.
To the core. It was he was really, really influential, but it's really just like everyone, I guess, like kind of in that Pittsburgh scene, you know what I'm saying? Like Big Germ, E-Dan, like just like, you know, Wiz Khalifa, JR, Ricky P, Chevy Woods, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like they're just a huge influence on like my aesthetic and like my approach to just like great music and just like good music and like really just like affecting and relating people best you can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I know he's influenced you a lot. I know ever since his death, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
I
it
just
was
knew,
hard,
like,
man, you know?
that day that it happened, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That
I was
day
with you. Wasn't I with you?
Yeah, we were at
We were,
Bishop.
I think it was
We
the
at
day
Bishop.
after the Wiz concert or something. Or I don't know, maybe not. Maybe
we were at
not
Bishop,
that.
Though. We just
I know,
went,
we were at
the pool and shit.
Yeah,
We went back.
yeah.
And then we
Oh, my
found out because we were all on the
gosh.
balcony.
Oh, that
Thoughts
was
from the balcony.
Oh my
That's
God.
why, you know what I'm saying?
And we were with Tom. Wow.
Yeah, Tom was
Crazy.
there too. That was crazy.
That was
man.
crazy, man. But yeah, it hit hard, man, because you know, like, you know, there's just always, I feel like, you know, like there's always just like certain people that just inspire you to want to go harder. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily to be like them, but it was just like a way for you to just be better in you and just find you. And there's other people that like help you find you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
and that's one of those artists that really just speaks to you.
Yeah.
Just really like inspires you and really hits you hard. You know what I'm saying? Any song that he makes, you know.
It's just like that's just like with anything, bro. Like I've kind of like used music to kind of like have a little more universal awareness about everything. Like prime example, sports. You know what I'm saying? Like how LeBron talks so highly of just about being like passionate. You know what I'm saying? Which in turn all just seriously concludes into smithery.
Tre Smith, everybody.
Lukewarm
Tre Smith,
fucking
welcome.
soda.
Lukewarm
Wow,
soda.
man,
Let's
dude,
officially
that's
introduce
crazy.
you, dude. Tre
Yeah,
Smith is
Tre-
finally on Lukewarm soda. Welcome,
Tre
my man.
Smithers, what the fuck is up, guys? I'm so fucking happy to be here. Originally, I was supposed to be like the first one.
He was supposed to be episode 1.
But I don't know, just Smithery happened.
Just
it's
good times. We're
good
here at the
times,
right
it was.
time.
It
Everything
was-
happens for a reason. We're here for a
Yeah,
good time.
it was a lot
You
of
know what I'm saying?
Ronies. It was
Tre
a lot of
Smith
Ronies.
on Lukewarm soda. We are here.
Yes.
Tre Smith, graphic designer, producer,
Yes.
legendary DJ.
Yes, trying
You know
to be,
what I'm
you know what I'm
saying?
saying? Just trying to really just spread good music,
All around the
drop
area,
dope
people know
records,
who
and
this
just
guy
dope ass
is.
stuff. Yeah, man, we've kind of really been everywhere, man. Just last year, I think I want to say it was last year, I finally basically DJ'd every single major city in Ohio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if it was last year, though. I feel like it could have even been before that, but something's telling me it was last year because that was independent tour I had did. Yeah, man, but it's just been a lot of really cool stuff, man, and just like, you know, we're just trying to build more and, you know, expand more and just always do our thing with that, you know.
Yeah, so I know you've been doing music and stuff for as long as I can remember. Kind of talk about like when you got started, what really got you going with the music, and then into the art and stuff. Because this dude is an art legend as well.
Art legend,
You know what I'm saying?
hey, I would take art legend. I was
Tre Smith, really like a huge inspiration to me.
Of course.
Very influential on my art and where I've grown with like creating and graphics and stuff like that. Very influential.
Of
but
course,
go ahead,
you know
Tre.
what I'm saying? That's definitely like a huge thing, man. And I mean, I think really, I'm so happy that you asked this question because I think like a couple days.
Something like that.
Yeah. But one thing that I think that really one thing that I think really like motivated me early on with music and a lot of stuff is that I was like a kid, right? I'm like maybe 5, 7 years old, right? Me and my mother, we used to like always have like family reunions. Like we would always have like times where every year a lot of our family members would come together and like, you know, do a lot of dope stuff. So we would be at the cookouts, like, in Fayetteville, Tennessee. That's, like, really, like, where my family's from.
Really? Were you born there?
Yeah. I was not born there. I was born here in the land of Cleveland, fucking Ohio. Yes, sir.
Okay.
But so, you know, we would always have these, like, cookouts, and I would be listening to music, and as a kid, I would have these CDs, and I would put the CDs in the stereo, and my family would be like, Who put this song on? They'll be like, Tre did. And I was like, and they were like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know really like their whole reaction, but like, I think it was just like a moment where I felt like I could be a part of the dialogue. I could be a part of the, of like, you know, like just great things in terms of music, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just more stuff that would like lead to that. Like even when I was in high school, you know, I went to Willoughby South all 4 years. I mean, and
Willoughby legend.
Willoughby legend. Hey, I've done a lot of good things for Willoughby. Shout out all of Willoughby. You know what I'm saying? Just shout out all of Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Like truly, just a lot of
Specifically Willoughby though.
yeah,
you know
for
what I'm saying?
sure Willoughby though. Yeah, man. But like even in high school, I got most creative as a senior superlative. You know what I'm saying? And like I was always involved in my school, but I was always trying to find ways to just like hit it differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to do like band stuff, not because it was like bad, you know what I'm saying, but just because like I just wanted to do like my thing, you know what I'm saying? I felt I didn't want to.
Kind of had to find your way.
Yeah, I had to kind of find my own way and kind of find where I fit in like that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely really, really cool because when I was, you know, early on, I always had a lot of really good opportunities just because I was, you know, finding resources like in cities, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people do a lot of things in like cities and they're just like, damn man, like I feel like I can't do this here, this there.
So you kind of
know
always like really like created since you were at a young age, you know?
Of course.
Like just creating and like making things.
Yeah,
and stuff
of
like
course.
That. Like
Yeah, I was
things on your own, trying to figure it out.
Oh yeah. Oh for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's definitely what it's about, man. You know.
Yeah, that's what I see from you. I really feel like you're one of those guys that are just like so creative with anything that you do.
Of
you
course.
Know, if it's music, if it's making a piece of art, making a cover art, making a poster for Southside Shaker, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Made all the posters for all the bangers.
Did we
you
do
know what I'm saying?
Did we do a
I
poster
think
for
you
all
did.
of them?
I think you did 2. We only did 2
We only
posters
did 2
in general, but you did them
Hey,
both.
both of those. Hey, Southside Shaker. Let's definitely talk about that. We should really talk about like events, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. I feel like I've just done so many like events and like.
Events.
like it kind of has gotten to the point where it's really like it's kind of like a bunch in such a small span of time that it's like wild to kind of keep up with so many of them. But like, yeah, Southside Shaker, amazing
Shaker
independent
was a huge party event.
Yeah, I mean, it was just really like
we could talk about that.
A culture almost. It was almost just like a culture.
Dude,
we were kind of bringing
we didn't even expect it to be like that. Like we said we were gonna throw a banger, right? You said, "Yo, I'm about to make a fucking flyer for it," and then all of a sudden, like I came up with the name Southside Shaker,
right? Which was hard.
And then it all came together. You made the flyer, you posted it, and the flyer blew up. Like it was retweets on retweets. It was DMs on DMs asking, what's up with it? And this was like a month no, dude. 3 days before the party. That was
like 200
the second one was like
here.
The second one was a month in advance. But the first one was made 3 days and decided 3 days before it happened. We had probably 200 people.
That was fire, man. We had so much fire shit with that. We were trying to do DJ sets.
That was the best shaker.
Oh my God, bro. I just met so many raw people that just wanted to have
many
good
new
times,
people.
bro.
Like it wasn't the same old people from all the other
parties. It wasn't. It was kind of like
new.
they were like all random. We were it was like the first like hour. I'm like blowing bag, smoking, playing great music. You know what I'm saying? I'm like seeing hella people I don't even know, and I'm like, shit, we gonna let it rock. Free.
He was playing the bangers and shit.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But that even just goes to events more, man. Like another obvious huge event we have to talk about, Bigsby Fest.
Bigsby Fest,
man.
Just a quick list, real quick, of all the things. Bigsby Fest. We went to the Agora. We went to OU, Kent.
Oh man! So
let's see what else.
Dang! So like 10 events, man. We gotta do 10 events that we really just loved. I think the obvious one was a Lil Pump show.
Lil Pump show
sold out.
Yep, sold out.
It was
probably one of the best shows.
It was an amazing opportunity. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Young Cap, obviously brothers. Shout out Agora. Shout out just the security dudes that made sure no one got shot. That's cool.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. So like, that was a huge one. OU Fest season.
OU is the probably best time. We're gonna be heading there soon as well.
Look, man, there's something I have to say. I have to say this literally right now, okay?
Say it, Smith, say it.
As of March, in whatever year it is, you will catch me in OU at least 3 times. Minimum.
Shutting shit down, too.
I love the Fest season out there. I love the energy out there.
OU's energy during Fest season.
Dude, it's just like so Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, but like it's hard though. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't even have the house parties. They just have fat ass street parties. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like even if you can't go into the bars, and because you have to be 21. You can still go to like a fire festival with your friends and like listen to raw ass music.
Dude,
they got multiple DJs there
during Fest season.
They got multiple. That's amazing, bro. I mean, there's like goods, there's like positive and negatives with like all colleges. Even though I don't really see a lot of positives in OU. You know what I'm saying? But but I'm trying to think. Okay, so what's some more events?
Let me think.
One event.
A couple shows in Lakewood a couple times.
Look, the Mahal show. That was an amazing one. Young Cap's first headline. Yep. That was like a really, really cool one. I think I just actually saw a recent video of Fitz that he posted, and it was just of me being on some pure fucking smithery. just every single time I'm like on stage or I'm doing stuff, I just like see someone filming and
for some reason
hilariousness.
Fitz always captures the most smithery moment. I remember at one of the shakers, of course. Smith was in the back. Camagua.
Oh!
Camagua. And Fitz got Smith close up in the face. It's awesome.
Oh my God, that was so funny. That's when I think I found my fullest potential to know that I could be a meme and it not be like on some weird shit.
Yeah, that became like a video that was hilarious.
Fitz is actually hilarious, even though he's a really, really good videographer, but he's also just like a funny ass dude.
For sure.
Fitz, that just be so hilarious, man. Shout out Fitz, man. Shout out them.
Yep.
I think another event that actually really, really goes off of the radar that I feel like a lot of people didn't really know about me was my Lil Dicky show in Magic.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I did that.
You remember that? Dude. You drove the van.
I was there. We scooped you. We were backstage.
Were we at the Ridge?
You were at the Pine Ridge.
Wow, I was at the Ridge.
We scooped you. We went to the show, right? And we were backstage with Dicky.
We were smoking with him.
Yeah, we were smoking, kicking with. Listen, this long story short, we were kicking it with Lil Dicky, me, Trey, and Magic.
Oh, and he told us how he came up and all that kind of stuff.
He gave us his whole spiel as quick as fuck as possible, talking about his whole plan over the past like 10 months from that time to how he came to how he was at that moment.
He really actually
it was a whole plan to blow up, and it worked.
Yes,
this dude was on tour and everything.
And like that's like the craziest thing I think to me is like seeing like that, like the people that are like doing like really huge things or like really great things, you know, they're no different than you and I, you know what I'm saying? Like we all
takes
have the potential to do great things, you know what I'm saying?
All hard work, bro.
For sure, bro. Because like again, like you know, that just exposed me to so much wild stuff and whatnot, man. And oh my gosh, we literally have this amazing note. We have this amazing note of stuff for the amazing moments.
Wow, let me see that bitch.
Do you want to see it?
What is it?
Will they find out?
Oh!
Next episode, tune in.
Oh shit! I don't even know what he was trying to show me. But back to that show. Another funny thing that happened at that show. I think Trey. I don't know if Trey was you. I don't know if you were in the room at the time, but we were in the room with Lil Dicky and stuff, and like his whole squad, and it was me and Magic, and Lil Dicky was like sitting next to me, but I was like on the slouch, leaning back and stuff. And Magic was like, he was about to leave the spot or something. And he gave me his phone to hold. And I put in my coat, right?
Oh,
I put in my coat. And that bitch fell out on the side. And I swear to God, Lil Dicky, you took Magic's phone. I'm talking.
Lil Dicky was sick of you stealing phones.
Because I went to reach for that bitch. I turned around and that bitch was gone,
That's
bro.
That's hilarious. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I'm sorry, Magic.
Because the next day, Magic, I think, like, snapped me and he was like, yo, bro, like, I lost my phone. I'm sick or some shit.
Dude, like, that was bad, man. Like
damn,
I feel bad, but, like, he really
yeah.
did that, though. I think it was him. It was either him or the crazy, some dude had some crazy wild hair or something. It was, like, sitting, like, 2 seats down or something. He might
his son, I don't know. You know, it's
you
wild.
Never know, man.
Hey, these
you
concerts,
really
this concert culture is wild out here, yo. You gotta be, you gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, like, Bigsby Fest, I think was just so successful in terms because I wasn't really like my goal when I make events or just really do anything. It's not like me trying to be on some like, yo, let's make this the biggest banger ever made. Like we're getting the most people there ever. You know what I'm saying? We were just like, okay, like what would make someone uncomfortable if they came to this house or they came to this place or this location, or what makes it so people could feel safer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
Bixby Fest was super dope, dude.
Like, yeah,
super
man.
good times there.
That was definitely really cool, man. I had a lot of fun too there.
So is there a Bixby Fest 2, bro?
Bixby Fest 2.
Because Bixby Fest, when was that? That was like 2016?
That was 2016. I don't even know.
It was like 15 or 16.
So old, but there's just so many of them. I'm just like, I don't even look anymore. I try not to look.
Bixby Fest needs to happen again. But it was kind of like a wave. Like Bixby Fest happened. And it was kind of like Southside Shaker.
Right, and then Southside Shaker was kind of refined.
Now it's time for something else.
I know, and I'm just
what
really
is it
trying
be?
to find. I'm obviously right, you know, like right now with a lot of things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me and JR were actually talking about some wild shit that could happen this summer, so be quiet.
We gotta be quiet. Hey. But yeah, okay, some more events. What is one more event I think that really was cool?
We covered a lot.
Yeah, we did cover a lot of events. It was good events. It was good events. Of course, always good events.
Beside the events, you know, you DJ at the events, you know, turn it up, you know what I'm saying? You shut shit down.
So
let's talk about kind of the producing and stuff and kind of the producing, you know, like how you got into producing as well as DJing.
Okay.
What did you release recently? Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Stuff on the music side.
Okay, yeah, music. In terms of content, man, I think a lot of my stuff comes from that. I do a lot of things, you know, whether it's just like me doing DJ edits or just producing full-on songs for artists or mixing someone's like Pro Tools session that they like find or forward to me.
So you're kind of like an all-around music guy.
It's really just like audio is, I think, like the biggest medium and like one of my strong suits. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like media and creating things. So like, again, I'm always kind of doing stuff, a lot of stuff in that kind of department. You know what I'm saying? So like even recently I just released an album, Cognitive Distortions.
Yep.
Shout out Cognitive Distortions because
Distortions, get that on Apple Music.
It's a really cool Ohio album, unlike its kind, because it features
collaborated a lot of artists from around the area.
A lot of people. I wish I could read off how many people it was, but I might just have to count it
Right.
Like, you know, it was just so many good things, but it was just such a good.
I'm even on that sucker free.
Oh yeah, you are on that sucker. Hey, Reed.
Shout Ace.
Firm reader. Hey, shout out Ace. Ace St. Clair, man. Hey, right now we got to go into this. Look, we got to go into a segment about my dude Ace St. Clair. You feel me? Okay, so you know, I always think, you know, music is about passion and being great and just, you know, having fun with what you're doing. But my dude Ace really taught me how to really just have more fun and not to always be super serious. This dude is probably the funniest man like I know.
Shout out to Ace, man.
I got so much love for Ace. His
like
daughter is amazing. He's a good kid. He's got a great family. So just shout out to Ace for just telling me to, like, you know, look at some shit and be funny for sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Just be real with it. Like, Ace don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Ace is going to be Ace.
Ace knows exactly who he is.
Go follow him on Twitter. Ace sucks for real.
At Ace sucks,
his
a legend.
Twitter is probably the funniest one around.
Yeah, of course.
I ain't going to J-fake.
Of course.
But
Cognitive Distortions, you know what I'm saying?
Distortions, yeah. Go ahead and name a couple people out there if you want.
Okay, we can name a couple, man. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 basically.
15 names, wow.
15
like
creatives.
Out, man. You put on some people.
It was really just a good snapshot of really how I was feeling at the time when I made it. That's really the Roni.
The Coronas.
Shout out M.A.
Burt meter.
Yeah, man. So yeah, Cognitive Distortions, my album, the very first album. It's available everywhere. Mm-hmm. It was really just a good snapshot of really how I was feeling at the time. You know, I felt like I was going through like a lot of stuff just because I was, you know, trying to find better quality the way I make music.
From my end, it was kind of like a big thing that was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And it took a very long time. And
yeah.
It was really good to get that out.
Yeah, it felt really great.
I was. When you finally put that out.
No, absolutely.
Because it was
it was. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I feel like I'm like making a project, like conceptually, like I'm already thinking ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, 6-7 months in. You know what I'm saying?
There's so many other different things going on.
Of
you
course.
Get sidetracked and
no,
stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, like, you know, and like if you are like, I'll tell you this right now. It's crazy to make an album by yourself, but it's also even crazier to handle 14 creatives make an album with you also.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's got to be different.
For real, but it's cool though. But, you know, I'm just trying to learn more. I just want to learn more. I want to really take more care into the artist. Like, one of my biggest goals for 2019 is just to really be able to fully suit an artist. You know, when you like do music, I feel like for a long time you have like a lot of moments that are just feeling like, you know, you have your own biases. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is supposed to be this, and this is supposed to be that. So I'm trying to really like
it's all mind
change.
Thing, you know?
Yeah,
you really just got to find your niche and like really like come through with it and figure it out.
Of course.
Once you figure that out, it'll be smooth sailing.
Of course.
But there's always gonna be things in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, one of the greatest artists of all time always said, once your life becomes simple and less complicated, things happen a lot faster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That goes with anything, dude.
Yeah, that does.
That's why life is such a struggle, because it's so hard to finally figure it out, you know? You want another Corona on that sucker free
Dude, that is so crazy, dude. That's how you know you're like my bro, because I was literally going to stop you and be like, wait, quick moment to change. And it'd be like epic as fuck.
I saw him looking at that shit like, damn, my shit.
I was like, ugh, my shit. I
saw him thinking about
to reload that sucker for sure. Pure Smithery Lukewarm soda. I've been trying to twist this bitch for 45 minutes. That's how you know I'm drunk.
Dang.
Don't take advantage of me, ladies. Let's do that. So, very serious topic here.
Oh,
but yeah,
shit.
Lukewarm soda, man.
That reads
amazing, man. So yeah, producing is huge, man.
For sure.
And even audio engineering, man. Let's talk like more about like audio engineering.
Go ahead,
just kind of like
what
I like really
yeah, what do you get
like,
in with the engineering and stuff like that?
You know, audio engineering, before I even say anything, is just an art in itself. Like how DJing is, how like producing is, how like painting a mural is, like how creating a vest is, you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit, it's an art in itself. So, you know, after I did a lot of producing, because back in the day, you know, I was doing like, I would lock myself in my room like when I was in like high school, middle school with Ableton, like until I just learned it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would just make a project file.
Yeah.
I already had a huge amount of music, so I could always sample all kinds of stuff. And I was like in a rock band doing stuff too, and I was like producing, and it was like kind of crazy too, because like I was young, I was handling school, and I was like in a band. And I was
You were
like,
in a band. Explain that.
Band. I was in a couple bands actually.
Like, what did you play?
Like, oh man, I played. Well, so I had 2 bands. Okay. I just got 2 bands. Sorry, I just like thought of a song that just had 2 bands. Yeah, I had 2 bands. So basically, the first band I was ever in, it was called The Final Frontiers. Shout out Chris Black. Wow. He was the front man of the band. What's
crazy is I've heard about Chris Black from you so many times since I met you, but I've never met the man.
No way.
I don't think I have.
You never oh man, it's foaming at the mouth. You never you never met Chris Black? I feel like he was out when we've been out at one point or something.
I don't think so, dude. And
maybe not though.
I really
maybe
don't think
though.
so.
I mean, wow, that's wild, man. But yeah, man. So I was in 2 bands, man. I was in 2 bands. It was Final Frontiers, and then after Final Frontiers broke up, it was Revive and Recover. So Final Frontiers. Shout out a lot of people. I recently gave you that gift.
I know.
And that man.
That's fucking fire. That shit is so dope.
And that man that made that shirt was in the band. His name is Aaron Williams.
Check this shirt out. We're about to pull it up on the thing.
But Aaron Williams is amazing though too. He's another creative mind that's just so like fire.
Yeah, I was put on with him. He was actually gonna help me with the logo of Lukewarm. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, but I actually just made it myself.
I feel you. Yeah, I was actually gonna ask. I was gonna ask you about that, like how that ended up going. You know?
Yeah, I just ended up finishing and making it myself.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we were. It was like my freshman year of high school. Oh, and this is gonna be even crazier when I tell you even like crazier part of this. This was like in my high school or whatever, man. And my freshman year of high school, I was a finalist for the Tri-C High School Rock Off. Mm-hmm. That was like a real cool opportunity because it was like sponsored by Live Nation.
Back when he was in
I wouldn't doubt it, bro. It's a real good opportunity, man. Like Live Nation sponsored that boy, and it just like opened me up to a whole network of people. I met a whole bunch of like people in there that just like are still doing dope stuff and whatnot. You know who I actually met there the very first time? You actually would know him. So you remember that studio that Tom used to go to in Clee, and he had an engineer named Ross?
Yeah.
That's where I met Ross.
Really?
Ross Nubenauer
at
or whatever.
Freaking Rock Off?
Yeah, because he was in a band.
Really?
Or he wasn't even in a band. He was doing film. He was doing like photographs.
Really?
Isn't that crazy, man? Yeah, Ross.
Yeah, wow.
Shout out Ross.
Time, man.
Shout out Ross because he's like a fantastic engineer. Another amazing engineer I gotta like shout out in this that's kind of really also taught me like the greatness of engineering is David Nakaji. Mm-hmm. Dave Nakaji.
That's a fucking dude, ain't it?
That's the homie, man. I got a lot of love for Dave.
Shout out to David.
Shout out to David.
Tre Smith, what does it mean to be great?
To be greatness?
To have greatness. To be great. To be the best you can be.
Sometimes being great, man, it isn't always just, having $1 million or running a, crazy company with a lot of jobs. Sometimes it's, walking an old lady across the street. Sometimes it's, splitting a Pop-Tart with your bro in the morning. You don't want to, but, it's your bro and it's the last Pop-Tart out the stand, so you got to let it rock, Sometimes it's, holding it down for everyone, Being great, man, it just starts with just everything. It starts with the little things. So, being greatness is changing people's lives.
What a great answer.
It's changing people's lives.
I didn't expect that.
Yes, that was a fantastic one, but that's what happens when you go around and come here at Lukewarm Soda. You feel me? You feel me?
Yes.
You wanted Smithery. We came here. I came here for the Smithery, and now you got it. That's what the Ronies do.
That's what we do. That's what we're here for.
Oh, man.
Smith, of choice. Hand me that bottle opener.
Like, bro, can we? All right. Before we continue, what? can we go into why? Can we what is the greatest moment me and you have had in life, man?
Man, there's so many.
There's just so many good ones. I'm interviewing you for the first one.
What stands out? I'm trying to think, dude.
I mean, there's just so many dope moments.
We've been at colleges together. We've been at shows.
Kent State.
We've shut down my house.
Your house is like the vessel for like our platform.
Yeah.
Honestly, like truly though, like we just like always wanted to like do shows. Yeah. And like we wanted to like, you know, to show our new music, but like we didn't want to like go to other people. We just wanted to have a good. Yeah, we just
bring everyone together. I love bringing everyone together.
That's what I'm here for.
When I had parties, dude.
That's what I'm here for.
It just brought everyone together.
So that I didn't see. So I think that's probably gonna like move into like our next topic, which would be like, you know, like how do I feel about the unity in Cleveland?
Okay.
You know.
How do you feel about that?
You know what I honestly do think?
What?
Do you want to hear?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You fucking with me?
For real?
Yeah.
Really? No, serious. You know, honestly, I think that like the scene is like so much more connected than it was 5 years ago. Like truly.
I think it has too. I think it's grown tremendously.
And I think that like honestly like it's gotten so big and like so many areas are so popular that it's like kind of hard to cover all the bases.
Right.
Truly, because like we gotta think of like Ohio.
Think about it like this, real quick.
And just like
Cleveland I think you're right, but are we thinking this because we're older to see it?
I think we're thinking this just because like we've just been in it for so long.
You don't think like when we were like...
We're not even in it for long. I'm like in a small spectacle in like a huge like a grand scheme of the plan.
When we were young teenagers and stuff.
Yes.
And MGK just came up.
Yes.
King Chip was Chip the Ripper.
Yes.
You don't think the unity around then was like on go like it is now?
See, and like that's...
Has it progressed or has it gone down? We
don't
know.
Exactly. And like that's like, and that's why I feel like that concept of like Cleveland being together is just a misconstrued thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all talk. Like, everyone talks. Like, everyone knows, you know? Like, everyone.
And we're in the scene right now.
And we're just in this together.
Noticing things.
We're just all in this together, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like unity, truly.
It's really just like yeah, it's just like noticing things, being around it more and stuff.
Yeah, man. It's just brave trying to cover the whole spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, there's still stuff that, like, I see that people, like, put me onto that I wasn't hip to. And it never even reached my radar. And I'm like, this is fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild, man. But, yeah, man, like, we're just trying to, like, connect more people, bro. And, like, I just really want to make more opportunities, man.
Trey, you're like, so, like, with that, like, what does it mean to be hard at work? Like, to have a drive to work hard at something. Or,
hard at work.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great question.
In regards to you, too, you know what I'm saying?
With me, well, I think,
like, what is your input on that?
Okay, well... I think a big, like, portion of that, man, would definitely just have to be, like, understanding that you have to be progressive in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to always have checkpoints. You have to have accountability. I think, like, especially, like, since we're young, you feel me? Even though, you know, I'm 23, but since we're young,
right?
I'm fairly young, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying, like, Michael Jordan level. So, like, well, I am, but, like, not, like... You get what I'm saying.
LeBron's better.
Yeah, facts. But, yeah, so, like, I think it's about being progressive. So, like, let's say, for example, like, you know, we're doing music stuff where we're getting paid. You feel me? We're getting money. We have great clients, and we're doing a lot of good stuff. I think that kind of thing comes from just... being accountable. So if something doesn't go right, you try your best to reform that and see what you can do better.
Always, you know always looking to do something better.
Because when you're on and when you're like doing stuff, you're your own boss.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you can't be put in a position to not hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you have
that's
no choice
a critical
but
component.
You have no choice but to.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. So like,
if you're not working hard enough, that's on you.
Exactly, bro. So I mean, and like that to me is just like, wow, like we're even put in a position to ever be like this. That's so motivating. That's so inspiring.
Yeah, that's why I like doing the things that we do, dude.
Exactly, we do, dude. Like think of the stuff that we do. You know?
You're in control of your own destiny.
For real.
If you don't put the time in, you're not going to get what you want. If you don't do this, you're not going to get what you want.
Yeah, that's a critical component.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
If you're not working on specific things, you're not going to get what you want.
Oh, man. You dubbed me.
I had you, bro.
Oh, my God.
Hey, didn't think about it until I walked in the house that I dubbed you. On phone.
On kid phone?
Hey, I mean,
Hey, Smith, if it come down to it, because I'm a bro, we can figure something out.
Shout out to Devin C. He's been in the background on these podcasts here for Lukewarm Soda multiple times. Shout out to young legend Jimmy Sean JB over there.
Really quickly.
First time in the background over there.
That's JB. I didn't even think of you until I got in the house.
See what just happened right here was Smith rocked over here with
we gonna hit some food.
And they were just talking some food.
You gonna fuck with some shit.
Devin C was walking.
I ain't gonna ride.
Dogging.
Hey, that's my man.
Dog Smith.
Devin C is my man.
Hey, I'm a
on top on Dutch life. All right, but wow, that's hilarious.
Stuff down the food.
That's hilarious, man. That was a great moment.
Crazy.
That was a fantastic moment.
Sure.
But sorry. Oh yeah, so like really quickly, I was also gonna tell you. I was gonna tell you. I was like debating so long.
What were we talking about again?
I was like debating so long on whether or not to have these Coronas in this shot because I was like thinking to myself like, holy crap, bro! If they see me drinking, like I'm chopped.
Right. I know a lot of people that are in downtown Willoughby and stuff. Steve Smith when he's like walking zombies.
Chill.
You know what I'm saying?
Chill. I've never once. I never once was going crazy in public. It's really just like when I get home after the safe and secure Uber home. That I'm like, oh wow, and then you have to hit the sheets at the Uber. So like you'll go in the Uber and sheets is on the way, and you'll tell them to slide. Yo, bro, slide the sheets real quick. I'll throw you a little tip or whatever. They'll get you right. This is some real East Side. Look,
they be looking out for it.
This is some real East Side good times right here. Okay, so let's dive into this real quickly, right? Okay,
go ahead.
So you wake up at 2 p.m. You wake up at 2 p.m. Your bro gets off work at 6. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yep.
Feel me? You just got done, hearing a bunch of different beats that you got done making and songs that you're a part of in your forwarded email, right? And then your bro hits your line and he's like, dude, let's get into some town fuckery. And I'm like, all right, we gonna let it rock. And then you drink in moderation, and then you take the Uber to Sheets, and then you take the Uber to your man's spot, and then you solid.
Wow.
So that's really that's really just like the East Side for real. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. Yeah, that's so fire.
But I can't do that like forever.
I've never had an Uber do that, Example, I was in LA and this Uber was driving us to the spot, right? The destination that we were at.
Yes.
And we wanted to stop at the dispensary on that, which was on the way.
Legendary.
I was like, yo, could we go to the dispensary?
Yeah, I'm trying to knock 2 birds out with one stone. We gonna let it rock.
Man. He wouldn't take us to drop there. We had to get another Uber if we wanted to go there.
So you had to go to that specific spot?
He went to the dispensary and he just dropped us off. We had to get another fucking Uber.
Don't read.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't on shit.
Wow, so like that's crazy.
So I've never really experienced that. That was the only run-in I really had with it.
Wow. But see, like shout out to Northeastern Ohio life. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Yeah, shout out to Smith's Lake County. Smith's be holding it down over there.
I be holding it down early everywhere though. I don't know how like I was able to like go everywhere and travel the places I have and like not get like killed by a butter knife. You know what I'm saying? Like I like hit up my bros. I like hit up my one dude actually I really want to shout out in this podcast is actually really dope is the Coast. North Coast, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Wave CLE Studios,
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
Will, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie Will.
Shout out to Eddie Ray, right?
Yeah, Eddie Ray, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he just sent me something cool that I'm going to play around with for like
Willie
next
got
week.
flame.
Willie got flame. That dude's a legend, and I'm going to tell you why. So, let me tell you this crazy-ass story. So, I'm basically like, I guess, I'm like about to do this show. My dude Will got flame hit me up. He's like, yo, bro, you should come with me to Atlanta. You should do the show with me. I'll compensate you or whatever. And me, I'm like, I'll just go because I just want to go to Atlanta and do a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, like the thought of me, I had just come back from North Carolina like a year before that where we did a show with some people. But my dude, North Coast Will hit me up and he's like, yo, bro, like, I got this show in Atlanta, and it's like I wasn't living really anywhere, and I didn't have like any bread. And I'm like, oh fuck, dude. And I just went to this freaking show in Atlanta, and it was with my homie Will.
It was straight fire.
And it was the firest experience like I ever did. Not even like the actual show, just being down there, having the hotel, being with people that you care about and people that you make art with that you enjoy doing the shit with.
So it was a great experience.
It was an amazing experience. And like, if I had any recommendation to any person that's doing music, if you want to feel more motivated, you should go travel to other places and tell people what you do.
Yeah,
or you should go to other places.
Travel while you're young and go really experience things. Because it's really different from where you live. It doesn't matter where you go for it. You go anywhere. It's going to be different.
Yeah, and I survived it, and now I'm cool, and I'm so super solid. Like, now it's 2019 is about to be the year, maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But every year is kind of like the year.
Like we said,
every
episode of Lukewarm Soda, 2019. Since it's been 2019, we've literally been saying 2019 is the year. 2019 is the year. Said it again.
I'll tell you what, 2019 is not the year. 2020 will be the year, or 21 or 22, whatever. We're not quitting, so yeah.
Smith, no, I know you're kind of in the middle of it. It's just beginning and stuff. Spin Fest at Barley House.
Barley House.
That's very, very exciting time.
Wow,
kind of talk about that for a little bit.
Wow, Barley House, man.
How awesome it is to get that opportunity.
Oh, man.
How it is to get to really showcase your skills and the DJ.
And the DJ community, yeah, man. You know, man, I was, when it comes to this, like, contest that they're having, I'm really not seeing this as more so like a DJ against DJ thing. It's kind of like me with the crowd and like me against myself, you know, like, and just kind of really focusing on that. I've been talking to a lot of good DJs that are, you know, people like I really, really respect and like people that I think hold a lot of weight in just like my influence. So I'm just really thankful for the opportunity that I'm able to be able to like bring my own take on what I think a club DJ should be doing right now.
Let's also put a little Smith on it.
Exactly. You already know the Smith sauce that's going to be like on that set that's really going to make people, you know, like, oh, you know, it's like this is a little bit different.
Yep.
But yeah, man, shout out Barley House and shout out everyone that's like just everyone that's
involved
spinning.
With it, you know what I'm saying?
Any club DJ, any promoter, any, you know what I'm saying, girls doing drinks, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, we're all in this together.
Barley
we're just here to, I mean, just everyone, man. I'm just literally everyone, bro. It's all a process, and I'm just one piece, you know what I'm saying? We're all in a bigger plan of things.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Smith,
man.
Speaking of, since we just brought it up,
Smithery.
We brought up girls, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the females for a second.
Oh, I love females.
What's your input on the females and stuff? What's going on in your world?
Look, when it comes to the females, I'm going to say this. If you're watching this right now and you're looking at me right now, you probably like me and just hit me up because I'll rock with you. That fucking reads. But yeah, man, dude. Shout out to females, bro. We need females out here, bro. We need more female DJs out here. We need more female musicians out here. We need some raw-ass females, you know what I'm saying? Not that, you know, we don't have raw ones, but always need more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of females should just come out of their box and stop being like... stop being just like, you know, tweeters and like Instagram pic posters and stuff.
Of course,
there's too many of those, you know what I'm saying? Go DJ, go
oh my gosh, so...
do something else, you know what I'm saying?
So look, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you about this. So there's this girl I know, right? Such a great friend of mine.
Who?
I can't even name names. I don't want to name names. You know what I'm saying? But this girl I know, she's super cool. I've known her for a really, really long time. She's helped me make beats before, right? Fire person. Doesn't have an Instagram. Doesn't have a Twitter.
So she's just working there.
She's just chilling.
Wow.
But she's from the scene. She's fire AF.
Is she from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's really
no
cool.
Names? You can show me after though, right?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you for sure after. Yeah, she was really cool because she like.
So what does she do exactly?
Honestly, she's not like promoting herself as like this like producer girl to take over the world. You feel me? On some scissor shit. You feel me? She's just like a creative ass person. You feel me? She made me. She made me sample the Beatles for the first time.
Oh, really? Wow.
And she also made me sample like a lot of like Motown and 70s music, because she really likes 70s music. Also crazy is, oh my gosh, yeah, it's crazy. Once I tell you who it is, you're gonna know who it is, but you're like not gonna know who it is.
Damn.
Like I know you're probably expecting someone like in your brain right now, but I just know that you are gonna be like, oh, yeah, for sure. For real. Yeah, man, but yeah, bro, like shout out to females, man. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out my little shawties, you feel me?
What we're gonna do right now, we're gonna do another new segment on here. We're about to watch a music video.
Okay.
That we chose, and we're gonna comment on it and kind of like analyze it and stuff as we watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then maybe we'll have them do it in the comments. Have them comment how they.
Yeah, you guys lay your comments and stuff.
Really cool.
Whatever. About the video, about the song, or whatever. We're gonna watch it. It's gonna pop up on your screen in a second.
Hey, really quickly, look who just commented on this.
Smith?
Oh, Ribi.
Shout out to Bougie.
Hey, shout out Ribi. That's the famo. For real.
Alright, so we're gonna watch it. Alright, what we're gonna do, we're gonna watch Blueface, and it's gonna be Bleed It by Cole Bennett.
Blueface? Wait, that's a Cole Bennett vid, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Cole Bennett.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna watch it and we're gonna comment on it.
Look, I love how we're in this podcast right now, and look who just commented on my picture, and it's an old ass picture. And where is it at?
Oh, you?
This day is still crazy.
Oh, he's dope.
Shout out Corey Regovich.
Shout out to Corey Regovich.
Corey Regovich, you literally made my dreams come true one time, because you're a legend, dude.
You gotta come this year.
Yes.
There, bro.
Yeah, you gotta press the play button, legend.
Yeah, we too this video, alright?
Wow, we're watching this video here right now on Lukewarm Soda. This is Tre Smith, and we are literally watching Bleed It by Blueface on Lukewarm Soda.
Cole Bennett is fire in general.
Cole Bennett is a pioneer in our era. Cole Bennett is like what P. Diddy did with like Bad Boy, except like on videos and everything.
Blueface got the Bron jersey on, so I kind of like him off that.
Right. Wow. Have you ever heard of Shoreline Mafia?
No.
Shoreline Mafia, you gotta get hit to them. He gives me off Shoreline Mafia vibes, but that's really just Bay Area vibes for real. This is like the same tempo, and like that's like a crazy thing that I learned as a DJ.
Yeah.
It's like tempos.
Right.
And this carries the same tempo as like the motto.
This time?
Yeah, or like Rack City, or Taste, or Ric Flair Drip. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, on
Yeah, he's hot.
Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're always trying to BPMs. Wait. He's hard, but like he's like not hard. Look, Blueface, this is a hard ass song, but it's like, am I saying this is a hard ass song because Blueface did it, or am I saying it because Cole Bennett has given him the cosign with this video? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm thinking this is a combination of a great video.
Did you see the cover to this? Bro. I'm a graphic designer. Right? And look, I do most of all my graphics where I normally collaborate with people, whether that's like photographers or like other like graphic designers. Like for example, you know, like Ryan did a lot of stuff. Me and him collaborated. Ryan Ribi, Moe Jez. Shout out to Moe Jez. Moe Jez is a legend, and we'll get to him another time. But here, let me show you this cover, dude. And this is for like a major label song. You know, Blueface is signed to Cash Money West. So, tell me what you think of this sucker.
Yeah, I mean that video is crazy.
The video is insane.
But like, yeah. That's solid. Smooth little cover.
Oh, god damn it. Well, I can't. Yeah. Will Tre Smith find the right cover? Find out next time at Lukewarm Soda. Can I just do a bunch of like DJ tags for you?
You can do whatever you want to do.
Like I should do like your like Lukewarm Soda drops on some need a cough drop? Not with this Lukewarm Soda.
We got Tre Smith in the building, everybody.
There's a mess in here.
5 minutes.
Tre Smith in the middle, everybody. All right, Tre. What we're about to do? We're about to do a photo of the week.
Photo of the week.
All right, and then we're gonna knock out these 15 questions for you.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. I'm here for it.
All right, photo of the week. We're about to show you. It's about to pop up on your screen in a second.
Photo of the week.
Photo of the week. All right. J.R. Smith posted this a couple weeks or like a month ago or whatever.
Corona week.
It's if you dislike someone, dislike them alone. Don't recruit others to join your cause.
I agree with that.
I agree with that too.
I completely.
I've ran into that multiple times in life.
It's just because you're on bad terms with someone doesn't mean that you have to you have to put your problems on someone else, because you shouldn't necessarily need to have that pressure on a real friend.
Right. If someone else rubs someone like your friend wrong or something, and like he's talking shit, talking down on him and shit.
No, I'm not saying
you don't really know him.
Yeah. Like,
I'm not
saying you gotta be buddy with them, but I'm not saying. But you
find it out for yourself.
Yes,
I like
exactly.
figuring
Use
out
your
things
own,
for myself.
Yes, find your own truth
saying?
within yourself.
Yeah, always gotta figure out yourself.
That was a good image. That was a great one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Wow,
all right, we're gonna knock out these questions.
We got 15 fat suckers.
15 questions in 90 seconds. We got a timer. We got 15 questions. Tre is unaware of any of the questions. And Tre will be wearing this Mexican hat.
Oh, wow.
During.
You got me a hat? Can I take it home with me?
No.
Why not? That's a fire ass man. What? I'm in this bitch forever.
Put that bitch
Dog. I swear to God on everything I love. I'm here for the mariachi, man. Hey, you want to know some crazy shit? You want to know some wild shit? So look, back in the day, huge shout out right here. Back in the day, I feel like I've been dropping hella gems lately this whole podcast, but
you've been speaking the truth.
I used to work for this people. I used to work for these people, right? Yeah. They're called Rock the House. Yeah. So they're like a really, really good company for guys that are entertainers, and guys that want to like get their feet wet with corporate events, get good with, you know, other events. They do homecomings, they do weddings, they do everything. Dude, so look, check this shit, bro. I'm doing this quinceañera. You know what a quinceañera is?
Yeah, 15.
No, it's not Jewish, it's Spanish. It's like a Jewish thing for like Spanish. So I got these dudes. I mean, no, like, I'm not trying to be sensitive on this, but it's like the Jewish tradition of bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs. You know, it's basically the cultural thing for that term, and basically except for a Spanish outlook. So there was this crazy band there, and it was like this mariachi man, but these bros were crazy, dog. These like the craziest. I'm like DJing it, so like I'm like DJing that boy. I'm like sitting here like, I've never owned a sombrero in my life. What am I about to do? I'm like sitting here like, oh my God. I literally always put sour cream on burritos.
Were you tweaking out?
I was tweaking, man, because I didn't want to offend anyone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, cause I got hella respect for Mexicans. I got hella respect for every Latino woman, because you guys made the greatest food ever. You know what I'm saying?
And they be shaking too.
But they do be. They got the thumpers. But But basically, man, like I met this guy and this dude. His name was William A. That's what I'll just basically say as. I met him. He owns an amazing mariachi band. He's like our age. He was playing festivals in like Mexico. Mm-hmm. He's doing like 3,000 or 4,000 people playing these festivals. And his band is really, really good. I wish I could say their name, but like I don't want to butcher their name, and then they come for me in the comments. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But because that's my
wow, that's an experience then. That's a great experience to really think about it.
It's amazing. Times. Rock the House was an amazing time, man. It's just like kind of wild, man. My life is kind of really just in a bunch of different. It's just intensifying. Everything is simplifying and everything's intensifying. You know.
All right, let's knock these questions out.
Yes.
You ready for these questions?
Questions.
All right,
right
90
here.
seconds.
Lukewarm soda.
You can answer them long or short. Depends if you want to get the full 15.
I'm gonna try and get as many
90 seconds,
as I can.
but we're gonna do all 15 regardless.
Gotcha.
All right.
For sure.
All right, ready? Timer started now.
Let's go.
What inspires you?
What inspires me is being able to inspire others.
All right. Money or sex?
Money for sure.
Favorite artist ever?
Favorite artist ever? Quincy Jones.
Favorite Favorite food spot?
Favorite food spot? Kim's Wings.
That's fine. Shout out to Ace real quick.
Tastemaker.
Shout out to Ace real quick.
Shout out all the Euclid gang for real. shout out all the Euclid gang.
Favorite actor?
Favorite actor, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Have you ever sent a nude to the wrong person?
No, but I've sent a lot of nudes out.
That don't work.
It doesn't read. It doesn't read.
Favorite cartoon growing up?
Oh, Codename Kids Next Door.
Finish the sentence. J. Cole is
the fucking GOAT. # middle child.
Greatest artist of the past 15 years. Not your favorite, just the greatest. The greatest.
Jeff Koons. If you don't know who Jeff Koons is, he just did a really, really good interview with Pharrell. He made a Louis Vuitton bag. You know the Van Gogh bags? Mm-hmm. You ever seen those? He made those. So he's a high quality.
Wow, that's fine.
Yeah.
Favorite athlete?
Favorite athlete. This is a wild one actually. Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. Wow.
I rock with Cam Newton.
All right, you got 11 in a minute 30, so that reads.
That was legendary.
But we'll finish them up. What's your favorite chip?
My favorite chip. There's these weird chips. They sell them at Dave's Cosmic Subs, or they sell them at Sheetz and Minter on 306. They're like these salt and vinegar. It's these salt and vinegar barbecue suckers, and every time I go into that sucker, I'm buying them all.
Are probably bomb.
Them bitches are so good. Oh, dude, we need those. Look, if we ever have a blessing, well, it's not if, it's when we have a blessing, right, and we're able to have a tour, and we're able to have a rider. You know what I'm saying? We're able to pick whatever we want to eat or whatever, you know.
You picking eat. That shit.
I'm buying. If they don't have a case of those, I'm not going on.
So you're gonna have to spot me out for one of those.
But then I'll just go on for free because that's what they'll pay me in.
Next one, Nike or Adidas?
I have to go with. Ooh, that's a hard one.
20.
I have to go with Nike.
Worst sexual experience?
Worst sexual experience. Okay. Ooh, man. I'm not going to talk about this. I'm not going to expand too much on this, but I'm going to tell you this now. It basically involves me, my ex, and a McDonald's bathroom.
Dream wife. Can you just tell me that tomorrow?
My dream wife? Holy fuck, dude. My dream wife.
Are you rolling?
The woman, my dream wife would literally be the woman that literally says...
Yeah, what's your dream?
I support you in your music shit, and I'm also bragging about having it. So yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, shout out all the mommies that could possibly be my wife. I'm so looking for you for real. And I'm about to be doing this music shit on fire, so just come rock with the kid.
That's on God.
That's a good song. That's the On God.
That's on God.
With Post Malone and FKI. Can we talk about Post Malone and why he's so fire?
You want to talk about Post Malone?
Post Malone. I mean, really, just I don't know. There's so many fire ass people, yo. Like Post Malone, Kyle, freaking, oh my gosh, Pomo. You ever heard of Pomo?
Mm-mm.
Pomo, he's from Canada. He just won the Juno Award. I've been reading an article that he does about a Q&A about how he's been a slept-on dude. He also produced Ladders by Mac Miller.
Oh wow! So he's one of them.
Okay. But he's fire. And he produced Dang by Mac Miller and Anderson .Paak. So he's just someone I'm inspiring. I'm getting inspired by. He's got some different ideas I rock with. But man, wow, man, Lukewarm
dope,
soda,
man. Yeah, we're probably gonna wrap it up here in a minute. Tre Smith is still wearing the hat.
You feel me? Mexico, book me for a show. I'll come out and turn that sucker down.
Yeah.
On Soul.
Oh God. Yeah, we're pretty much gonna wrap up here. Tre Smith, thank you for coming on. Always a pleasure with you.
Hey man, oh man, the Roni. I had a lot of fun being here, man. Thank you for even just taking the time to
rock with me. Yeah, man, this is our longest podcast for sure.
Take the time to even.
Tre Smith, always a pleasure,
just
dude.
Dude,
it's always 42 love, man.
Right, 42,
back to
6,
you already know what it is.
4L.
This is my bro for life, bro.
For real,
I promise you.
Real. This
if I'm rocking high, Tre Smith rocking high with me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm up, you up.
Solid. And he still got the hat.
I ain't gonna say it. No more.
But we about to wrap it up. Tre, any last words for the gang, for the crowd, whatever?
I'm going to Swenson's and I'm gonna eat it in honor of LeBron James because he's the GOAT.
Yeah, shout out to LeBron. We out. Soda.
Oh! Was it me or did that go smoother than I expected?
It's always smooth, dude.
I know, just because me and you are just...
comfortable.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Hey, Lukewarm.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe below.